Hello and welcome to a lovely day in Wicklow. The reason I'm grinning so much now is because I've got the dream mat set up and I'm able to run unclassified. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab a shovel from here. So just give you a quick shot there on camera one of what the material looks like. Boom, done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run 1 yard of dirt. At the end of each day, when I'm finished, I'll snuffer up the gold. However long it takes, we're going to get 1 yard sluiced. I got this in a little discount store. It's basically, it scales. Right, so 2 shovels is a quarter bucket. All right, what are we at? So we're at 7 kg. Comes in at 167. I'm on bucket number 1. This could take a while. I'm going to measure it on screen how long it takes. Oh, that's flying along. Every time I dig out of the ground here, I just pile up the gravel up alongside, creates a channel so that the water level is lower. So what I've gone and done is I've dammed this off. I'm going to use a bucket to bail water out of here. Just to save on battery and save on time, I'm going to keep belting through this and I'll come back to you in a few minutes if I can get the water hole empty. Start again. I'll come back to you in a few minutes if I can get the water out of the hole. Hopefully it'll be well worth it when we move 1 cubic yard of dirt. So I was kneeling down the pad, scraping away with all my little crevicing tools, and I can feel it under my foot and under the sucker tube here that it runs across. So you listen to this. Doesn't that sound? Right up against bedrock. We're just going to see what's in the bottom of that bucket. It's not a whole lot of material. First thing we got to do before we do a test pan is make sure the pan was clean. I find the quickest, easiest, stupidest way of cleaning a pan: pick up water, catch it on the way down. Go. See bits of ironstone in here, that's good. There's a lot of dark material, kind of black sands in there as well. Let's have a look and see what we're getting on. Nope, big fat 0 on that one. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'm going to do some sample panning and try and figure out where the gold is. Let's go find some gold of some kind. Then we can sluice it. So just grabbing a quick sample from this pond, which you can see is clearly filled back in again. There's a lot of bedrock there. There we go, that's nice, that's darker material. I think just, if I can find some gold, any gold at all will be doing me. Then we'll start belting on 3 more buckets. Let's see, is there any gold in here? Black sand, which is expected. Nope. Give it about 15 minutes of here. I'm going to time it actually. And if after that time I haven't got it, then I'm just going to grab the shovel and just shovel straight into the sluice box and just see what I get. Simple as that. I reckon this is all Dailng. So what I am going to do is just put stuff into a bucket, get through as many as I can, and we'll find out at the end of the day if we're on the gold. The reason for the green, the reason I've turned this on is there's something yellow, what looks like a gold nugget, sitting in the middle of the sluice. So what I'm going to do is going to put this camera underwater. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, it could be. Oh, it certainly could be. Okay, so I just reviewed the footage. It certainly looks like a nugget. This is why I do this, for things like this, and this is not staged. I've never found that that big. Oh God, is it a nugget? Oh God. Okay, here we go. Ah, yeah. Look at that. See the way that's rubbing off me? That's sulfur. I thought that was a nugget. So I've tidied up all the buckets. So 95 kg is what I've ran. For now, we're going to clean out the sluice. At no point today have I taken out my snuffer bottle. At no point today have I seen any actual gold. Add some water into it. Lift her up. And then once that's in, it's straight up. Pick a bit of water. Okay, let's set this aside for a second. Now just give it a quick swish around. So it's nice and clean, we get all the gold now, but we also want to make sure that it's clean for the next time. So just going to stratify it, work it towards the front. Hopefully we see something, but as I say, all day long I've seen not one speck of gold. Not once have I said, oh, I better grab my snuffer bottle. Anything will do me. Okay, little specks of gold. Okay, that's not bad. Let me just push this back. I'm just going to push the material into the corner, take the camera off my head, and I'll show you the gold now. Okay, so not a whole lot of gold there. We got about, what, about 6 pieces of gold from 95 kilos. So another 10 days or so left here. Yeah, I think the next day, probably the best plan is just do what I did there in the last while. Just sluice everything. Okay, so this is the area I was sucker tubing from the last time. I want to work my way towards this monster boulder. She's a big one. I'm going to move that rock and I'll show you what I've got. The real thing. The last time I tried using this, I didn't know how to use it. So what I've gone and done is watch videos and learned. It's rated for about 1600 kilos. Hand crank. Right, I'm just going to grab a quick scoop of unclassified material. So I can run unclassified. I just tend to pick out the bigger rocks. Now that is running perfectly. Even though I have the option to run it unclassified, I'm going to classify the material up where the bedrock is, because I reckon there'll be some very large rocks up there. Right, so I'm taking out a fast frame there because I just found some Paydirt. Look at this. Even though it goes against the teachings of what I say, always test pan, I've got a sluice down there because I eat gravel faster than I can shovel it. What we're going to do is, because it's clay, I'm going to classify it first, tip it straight into flare and just belt on through it. Okay, we have some progress. Check this out. Shaly bedrock. Got all that juicy stuff. Lovely. I'm going to fill that hole with water. So I'm going to intentionally flood that hole. I'll double draw a few times. That's how I get a nice full load. Right, so this is going to be a quick test pan. Definitely the worst angle they can do this, but anyway. Okay. Oh yes, I like this. See this? I'm stratifying, shaking everything about, tilting it backwards, bring it to the front. So what we'll do is just push everything around to the corner where there's no ripples. Are we on the gold? A lot of ironstone. Looks like a big fat zero on that one. I get the little mini pick, come around here with the green pad and continue exposing this. So what I'm going to do is, ideally I'd like to have it under it, but I'm not lifting that thing anytime soon. First of all, drape it over nice and gently. These are rated for 2.5 ton. I couldn't stage that if I wanted to. Let's go move a giant rock. Go ahead and cancel that. The cable keeps getting caught up on the spindle. Start putting buckets through the thing because I'm disgusted with myself. 3:30 now. I'm here since about 12 o'clock. I'm just going to run everything. Just crack on with running everything. Right, so while I had the camera off, I took a lot of shovels out of here. So I've ran 15 shovels. The rough plan at the moment is I'm going to continue digging this hole, get it deeper than the one that the rock sits in, and then I'm going to get a lot of leverage on the other side and just roll the rock. Done some test panning along here earlier on and found nothing. Okay, so we are back at the sluice box and I have ran a grand total of 91 kilos. So what we're going to do is to clean out the sluice, simply pick up the end of the sluice box, crack in the bucket. Okay, that's good. One thing I forgot to do was put a rock in there. Look at that, nearly clean. Wow, that is heavy. So I'll have the headlamp over there and hopefully we'll need it. There we are on the gold for 91 kilos of dirt. Okay, there is gold in here. Yeah, there is. Okay, so we ran a grand total of 91 kilos and we got 2 small pieces of gold. You know what? I'm going to have to listen to my own advice. And the next time I come up here, I'm going to sample everywhere before I even set up the sluice box. It's been about 2 weeks since I was filming this particular series. There's a little bit more water here than there was the last time. This is where I normally set up the sluice box, but I mean, look at that. I have the Dream Mat Big Cell with me, but there's no way I'm parking it there. As much as it pains me to say it, I think the only option that I can do today, dig gravel, classify it, and then once we've classified it, put it into the sandbags. But I'm gonna have to hide it somewhere. So that's unfortunate. I'll show you, like, I even brought the sluice. Oh, fuck. Ah, here. Wasp is trying to... Oh, no. Sorry about that. Oh, hate wasps. I'll probably set you up in fast frame as I fill up sandbags here. I just give you a quick update on things. This bucket is now full to the brim. So what I'm going to do is go grab the other bucket and I'll put the other bucket on the top. I don't want any of the dirt getting out of this bag. So what I'm going to do is going to tie off the bag. I'll park it in there. Okay, so I've had a bit of a rethink there. Set up the sluice is a decent bit of an angle. Happy days, plow away. Okay, so it's been probably about an hour. For those of you smart people who want to instantly point out, but wait, you're digging from there. Tailings are going to go in. I know that. And once I can get the sluice dialed in, then I can say, right, it's working here. I'm going to fill 7 more sandbags, push them around down to that boulder, and all the water will cut through that little gap down there. Just going to take a random skip of dirt from anywhere. Right, there's a bit of dirt. Let's see what this does. Okay, that's not terrible. I just want something to test it with. Oh, yeah. No. I've only got 3 hours. Classify, bring a bucket over, tip half a bucket in, keep going back and forth. Right, let's crack on with that. Let's go mine some shiny. Well, watch, I just take dirt from there, come around. It's already ½ inch, so it'll fly anyway. Done. And now while that's working, I then come back to here. Oh, this couldn't have worked out better. I'm going to fill more sandbags and create that lovely, basically a line all the way down to that rock. Be good to go. And then for the rest of the winter, I now have a place to run a sluice box. Yeah, put you in fast frame mode and we'll just crack on with it. Okay, we've had to stop for a very important reason. We have to do a test pan of this material. It was all this orange clay and the ground turned this lovely orange colour. Park it in there. Happy days. Now we do need some water in that. It's only a pan, so it's not going to need a lot of water. And we can just simply, yeah, see this orange clay. That is exactly what you want. It looks like a marble floor. That is the very definition of what you're looking for. You're looking for the marbling. This is speed sampling. Stratify continuously, tip of the front, wash the front riffle. Oh, flash me pan. Let's have a look and see how we on the gold up here. A big fat 0 on that one. I'm gonna run through the rest of this bucket and maybe do one more bucket, then the bottom bucket, and then we'll do a clean out. So I have here all the concentrates for the day. So you can see there's barely any cons at all. I haven't panned this down. This is literally all I got from the sluice box. As I said, 77 kg. There was a few throw in a shovel, see how you get on, but they're just tests ones. Okay, I see a lead shot. You'd expect to see, oh, I see gold. I don't want to give out about getting gold, but it's not a whole lot of gold. I mean, what we ran? 77 kilos. So we ran about 2.5 full buckets. Four small pieces of gold, one slightly larger one. But in fairness, we only ran 2.5 buckets through a sluice box. Okay, so slight change of plan. Yeah, the bucket's over here. I'm going to sucker tube basically and just going to run everything. You can see where the NWV4 sluice is running fine. So we've managed to run a 3/4 bucket through the sluice box. The interesting thing was though, at the bottom of the bucket, when I ran it through, there's no gold. So what I'm going to do is going to do a test pan first. We're right up against Bedrock here. And even if I do find nice gold here, I'll still come back again with just the pan, bypass the bucket, and I'll clean the sucker tube, whatever I have to do to guarantee that it's definitely coming from here. Up this through. Right, just a quick skip of water there. Don't want to take all day. And make sure that bucket is thoroughly clean. We see we got the marbling again. Good. Marbling is basically silica. Yeah, the water's kind of catching it here, so not ideal. More than one piece of gold would be nice. Let's see if we on the gold. Yes! 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 I've had days up here lately where I clean out the sluice box and I get that. So I'll probably put you in fast frame or something, but for the time being I just want to focus on belting through buckets. That is really nice. Oh, this is going to be a good day. When I get this sluice perfect, because we're on good gold, I want to be able to process the maximum amount of dirt but get it done properly. And let's see how we get on. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, she's flying now. Perfect. Taking a while to get it dialed in now. So much water. You have to get the right height and everything, but yeah, for the most part she's fine. Down to the very bottom of that bucket. Normally I would go pan this, but because we got a V-mash and it's working perfectly, I'm quite happy to put this straight into the sluice box. At the very least we should have that one piece that was in there earlier in the pan. Right, so you're going to crack on with filling up buckets. Not going to do any more time lapse. I'm just going to belting through it, and I'll come back to you in about 4 or 5 buckets time. If there's anything nice shows up in the mat in the meantime, I'll let you know. See, one little piece just in front of my fingernail there. One or two little ones up here. Probably can't see them very well in the light. Okay, bucket is nice and clean. Happy days. Here we go for the reveal. Was today a good day, gold wise? Where's the gold? There's 2 pieces of gold. Okay, where's the rest of it? Right, 1 piece just there, 2 pieces there, and then 2 pieces there as well. That's disappointing. I was hoping for more gold. All I'll do is just gently feed it in. The plan today is sluice everything. If I come across some really juicy ground, I might do a little bit of test panning. So yeah, that's it. I'll just pop you in fast frame and on you go. When I got 50 shovels, I'll do a clean out and see where we're at. For now though, just taking the rake, I can feel it right up against bedrock there. Oh wow, wow! The shovel just plummeted. Right, so it's been about 10 minutes since I had the camera on and I dig it into this hole. So I'm right up against the wall of bedrock, goes down. Look at that! Yes! I'll take me time with this one because I want to know what's here. Are we on the gold? I see a lot of ironstone, I see a lot of black sand. Nothing. That's nice, I like that. Right, let's have a quick look at that. It doesn't have to be a whole lot of material. Thought I saw a glimpse of gold there, that'd be nice. Right, let's have a quick look here. Any gold? Nope, no gold. Okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the original strategy of sluice everything. I know it seems a bit bizarre to be sluicing dirt that has no gold in it, but we're next to bedrock. So I've already done 40 shovel loads. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to classify right up against this bedrock section here. I don't want to have to. If I was to bring stuff over there, I would have to go, watch this. So let's time that now, just as an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whereas, 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at that, I've got 4 draws in that same amount of time. Nice, nice dark iron material. We're gonna find the gold, one way or another. Nice quiet section of the water here. You never want that in too fast flowing. Go on, yellow stuff. I need yellow stuff. Nada. Right, I tell you what, I'm going to take a break for a while, stop, get some food into me. But usually when I'm sitting down on the bank having something to eat is when I get an idea. In the first half of the day, every time we done a test pan, we found no gold. I also want to uncover this section of bedrock here, as let's face it, bedrock is the lowest point. Oh, that's a bit too close. Okay, unfortunately I'm gonna have to pack up for today. The hunters are so close, it's actually hurting my ear. Let's see if I can talk in between the gunfire. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean out the sluice now, which I really don't want to do. I'm gonna go clean out the box and I'll see you in a minute to clean out. Okay, down the sluice box. Hope you can hear me over the noise of the gunfire. As far as I know, they're only just shooting clays, which means they're shooting straight up in the air. Every other sport, every other outdoor activity, you'd be just grab your bag and go. Gold panning, yeah, okay. I know people are shooting at me, but just give me a second. I gotta clean out my sluice box. Let's go pan this before we get shot at. So I'd say total, probably wouldn't be far off 50, and that was the goal for the day. Just gonna slosh water into it. Get the bucket nice and clean. Not a whole lot of cons in here, there never really is a dream at. I see gold, good stuff. Oh, a nice piece of gold, look at that. Let's see if we can see that for me. It would take my head off the my camera off the head. Okay, that's pretty much ready to go. If there's gold in here, happy days. If there isn't, well, I've had a good day. Okay, how much gold are we on? Oh dear, dear. We have 5 pieces of gold. Not a lot of gold for the amount of material we got through. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of the same size. There's someone over there again. I mean, that's not bad. I thought I'd get more for the amount of material we ran. Being the last day, the other important thing I need to do is reclamation and make sure the place looks really tidy when I'm finished. So I've managed to classify 30 kilos of dirt. See, look, I don't have to question whether it's a half bucket, quarter bucket, whatever. I just count it by the draws. All 8 inch material should fly through. Yeah, that's fucking grand. I'm going to do a quick clean out on it. The other reason I've stopped now is I was adding up how much we've run in total. We're up to 510 kg. So I think that's a nice round number to stop at. So that'll give us a good accurate representation of what's here. And what I'm going to do is going to lift it up out of the water. Now what I'll do is just wash out the actual sluice itself. See, there is a little bit of dirt caught behind there. The last pan is the best pan. Oh, I see gold. Oh, interesting. Right, here we go. Let's see, are we on the gold? Oh, we are. Oh, hello. One there, one there. So after running 510 kilos, this is what it all boils down to. So what I'm going to do is kind of snuffer all this clean gold up, pop it in the pot, we'll dry it out, stick it in a jar and weigh it. I'm going to do my reclamation work on the place now. Because I couldn't in good conscience leave a trace. As the term goes, leave no trace. Okay, we're pretty much done as regards to reclamation. Just a few little bottle caps left to pick up. And that's pretty much it. That's reclamation complete. In terms of kit then, I have a lot to carry. I've got an entire full bag of recycle, one bag of bin. Right, hope you've enjoyed all these videos and thanks very much for watching. If you like this series, chances are you like the previous videos that I posted and the ones to be posted in the future. Don't forget the subscribe button and sure, I'll catch you in the next one. You can all go, bye more shiny, bye bye.